What is happening, tech fans? Welcome back to Qualcomm Pulse. We're kicking things off with Intel potentially selling a major stake in its Foundry business, followed by a massive leadership shakeup at Intel itself. Then, we're hitting the gridiron with the Buffalo Bills injury report and a rookie making some serious plays. Finally, we've got a peek into the future of custom silicon. You do not want to miss this. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Intel's Foundry future, a major stake sale on the horizon. Intel might be looking to bring in outside investors for its Foundry business, potentially selling up to 49% of its stake. This move comes as Intel navigates complex agreements with the U.S. government, which requires them to maintain at least 51% ownership for the next 5 years to retain CHIPS Act funding and fulfill national security goals. While a full spin-off or IPO remains unlikely under these conditions, Intel's chief financial officer, David Zinsner, confirmed that selling a stake less than 49% is theoretically possible without triggering punitive clauses. This strategy could be a way for Intel to raise capital for expansion, particularly for new sites like the Silicon Heartland in Ohio, without fully relinquishing control. The company has already utilized co-investment programs, like the Semiconductor Co-Investment Program, SCIP, to attract billions in funding by partnering with entities like Brookfield Infrastructure and Apollo Global Management on specific fabs, while still maintaining majority ownership and operational control. However, these co-investment structures mean Intel doesn't own 100% of all its advanced fabs, which could affect the valuation in any potential partial sale or IPO of the broader Foundry business. Will this strategic move reshape the semiconductor landscape? And what's happening behind the scenes at Intel's executive suite? Intel's executive overhaul, new leaders for a new era. Intel Corporation is making significant leadership changes designed to bolster its core product business, strengthen its Foundry operations, and cultivate a culture of engineering excellence. Kevork Kechichian, formerly of ARM, has been appointed Executive Vice President and General Manager of the Data Center Group, bringing over 30 years of industry experience to lead Intel's Xeon processor family and cloud enterprise data center business. Jim Johnson, a 40-year Intel veteran, steps into the role of Senior Vice President and General Manager of the Client Computing Group, tasked with driving innovation in the PC and edge ecosystems. Furthermore, Srini Iyengar will lead a newly formed Central Engineering Group, focusing on horizontal engineering functions and developing a custom silicon business for external clients. Naga Chandrasekaran, Executive Vice President and Chief Technology and Operations Officer of Intel Foundry, will expand his role to encompass Foundry services, creating a more integrated approach to technology development, manufacturing, and customer engagement. These appointments, reporting directly to CEO Lip-Bu Tan, signal Intel's commitment to accelerating innovation and execution. However, the shakeup also marks the departure of Michelle Johnston Holthaus, CEO of Products, after nearly 3 decades with the company, though she will serve as a strategic advisor during the transition. These executive moves aim to sharpen Intel's competitive edge. But how does this impact the players on the field? Bills CB Tre'Davious White nears return, rookie Dorian Strong shines. The Buffalo Bills are cautiously optimistic about the return of cornerback Tre'Davious White, who has been sidelined with a groin injury. Head coach Sean McDermott indicated that White is improving and his status will be closely monitored as the team heads into Week 2. With first-round rookie Maxwell Hairston on injured reserve, the Bills relied on 6th-round rookie Dorian Strong to start at outside cornerback in their season opener against the Baltimore Ravens. Strong, playing 100% of defensive snaps, showed flashes of potential despite the pressure of his NFL debut. While he missed coverage on a 36-yard reception by Zay Flowers, McDermott highlighted Strong's impressive touchdown-saving tackle on a long run by Derrick Henry, showcasing his grit and ability to finish plays. McDermott acknowledged that Strong, like any young player, wants some plays back, but praised his hard play and potential for growth, calling his performance a good first step. While the Bills navigate their defensive backfield, another tech giant is making waves with its financial strategy. What could Intel's potential stake sale mean for its competitors? Intel shuffles leadership. Longtime executive departs amidst strategic realignment. In a significant executive reshuffling, Intel Corporation has seen the departure of Michelle Johnston Holthaus, who has stepped down as CEO of Products after nearly 30 years with the company. This move comes as CEO Lip-Bu Tan continues to reshape Intel's leadership team. Holthaus, who also served as an interim co-CEO, will remain as a strategic advisor to ensure a smooth transition, and her role will not be backfilled. This departure is part of a broader executive realignment aimed at strengthening key business units. Kevork Kechichian has joined Intel to lead the data center group, bringing extensive engineering experience from ARM. Jim Johnson, a veteran with 40 years at Intel, is now heading the client computing group. Additionally, Srini Iyengar takes the helm of the new central engineering group, focusing on custom silicon development for external customers. Naga Chandrasekaran's role in the Intel Foundry division has also been expanded to integrate technology development, manufacturing, and go-to-market strategies. These appointments underscore Intel's focus on innovation and execution across its product lines and foundry services. These leadership changes signal a new direction for Intel. But what exactly is Intel considering for its foundry business? And that's a wrap on today's Qualcomm Pulse. We saw Intel exploring a major stake sale in its foundry, a significant leadership overhaul with new execs like Kevork Kechichian and Jim Johnson, the Buffalo Bills' Tre'Davious White showing signs of recovery, while rookie Dorian Strong makes his mark, and Intel's continued executive reshuffling with Michelle Johnston Holthaus's departure. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Qualcomm Pulse for all your essential tech and sports news, hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, and drop a comment below to let us know your thoughts. Follow us on all social platforms to stay connected.